cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me. The TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. The cyber people are on the air for digital safety. We're showing you where. Cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me. The TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. The TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. The TCP Radio Show. Let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. The cyber people are on the air for digital safety. We're showing you where. Cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me. The TCP Radio Show, let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show. The TCP Radio Show. This is the TCP Radio Show. The TCP Radio Show. Let's go. Knowledge and answers, watch them grow. Hear what you need from those who know. This is the TCP Radio Show.
Good night, good morning, good day, wherever you are. Um, Welcome to this, I guess, unpredictable live stream. Welcome to the TCP radio show, as it is the unpredictable cybersecurity um, radio show. With me tonight is my partner in crime, um, Omar. We're gonna spend a little bit time with you today, and tonight. And we're just gonna discuss a little bit and see where we go. It's no particular order. We just chat about cybersecurity. So, hey, Omar, good night.
Hi, good night. I'm good night to everyone.
So, um, we've been planning this um this particular this style of podcast slash live stream, whatever you want to call it. It's audio
Formats now.
only, but for a very long time. So we finally decide, you know what? Let's just stop planning it and let's just do. At some point in time, you just gotta stop planning, start do. So, Omar, what are you looking forward to, like, as we try out this new um type of you know media and this new type of interaction?
Really and truly to have fun, educate those listening about what we see daily, and just to have fun. That's the main thing. Yes, it's a serious topic, but at the same time, we have to find a way to put it over that everyone can understand it and show them, yes, it is very serious, but you can have a conversation on something as simple as putting two-factor on your phone or having a password manager, simple conversations that help persons understand that there's a serious aspect of cybersecurity that they don't see, but it can be, how to put it, avoided with simple steps. So having simple, fun conversations, I think this is a good start.
Fair enough. Yes, I agree. And you know what? One of the things I didn't want to do was put this back for next year. Because especially this time of the year, we know that, oh boy, the scammers want ham too.
It's true. Yulita season.
Yeah, so
Everybody must eat.
even at least I'm hoping that with this particular episode, just before you know the main day or the main days for this time of the month, the Christmas day and the Boxing Day and all the shopping and what's not, that we catch you
Hmm.
just to give you a little reminder of some of the what to look out for. Because sometimes but you forget. So we're hoping that something we said here, in this episode, would keep to the forefront of your memory when you go shopping online. But let me just share a little bit about the cyber people, since it is our if you're somehow stumbling across this um content for the first time, the cyber people is a startup originate from Barbados, island in the Caribbean. Usually our content goes far on the other side of the
Hmm.
world. So just kind of giving you a little geographical location where we are. Um, we are part of the Caribbean, one of the beautiful place. If you haven't, suggest that you put it down as a place to visit. Your next vacation destination. Lots to do. If you don't want to do anything, you just want to relax, especially. I don't know about you, Omar, but being in tech, sometimes just being in information, you all year round. Understand? We are constantly just going and going and going and
Going,
going.
going, going.
Yes.
Yep. In front of your screen, sitting down, meetings. Yeah, it can become cumbersome, but as Clifford said, you gotta find time to relax and have these conversations too.
Yeah. So put Barbados on your list as a place to go. You either go enjoy the island or just go simple relax, hit the beach, hit some sunshine, and that can be your personal reward. All right, enough about the promoting Barbados. I mean, you know, um, let's look at some of, and of course this time is usually busy for as we need to be extra vigilant. We can't be not dropping the ball as the people would say, because it can be very detrimental. And if anytime you think, oh well, I'm gonna relax all year long, I've been good, and it slipped, and that is when there's really threat actors are just waiting to punks, so to speak. So as I mentioned, Cyber People, a cybersecurity startup focused on cybersecurity awareness here in Barbados and throughout the region, and of course international via the World Wide Web. We do various things. We do talks. We do awareness training for organizations, whether it be commercial, whether it be corporate. We do for non-profit organizations. We do talks at schools. We do trainings and different exercises, schools and various clubs in the community. For the community, we are very, I would say, a people-oriented organization. So most you'd find that most of the work that we do is um more type of boots on the ground, educating our peers so that they can then have it as. I often say that people that is not a part of a cooperation or part of an organization that is, security minded in terms of cybersecurity and digitally aware, usually those people that are not a part of those or associated with those type of organizations or companies are left out. And even small, I would say small micro-sized businesses and stuff like that, those persons often aren't large enough to be seen or heard, by awareness training organizations and stuff like that. So too often, awareness training is outside of their reach. That is a need that we're trying to fulfill. Um, and apart from that, we got good things happening. We recently concluded our 2025 cybersecurity summit. We did that for October with cybersecurity awareness. And there's another summit that is coming up next year, August. Omar, you want to tell me a little bit about?
Yeah, I can. So this year, we also participated in the CDFC, the Caribbean Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Summit, which was held in January this year. Uh, it is where Clifford and myself had our first, I would say our first,
Duo.
big duo, big,
Debut?
yeah, debut. Yeah, we just call it debut.
Yeah.
Stepping away from being behind the camera and into a room with like-minded individuals from the tech space, persons who also want to learn about it, students. So the organizers, which we are a part of that group, we are looking to have this summit from August 19 to 21 next year at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center. But before this summit, there will be some pre-summit training. I guess we could drop a link to what that will look like in the future. But what I can tell you is that it is basically 246 days away. 246 Barbados. 13 hours, 20 minutes, 13 seconds. The link is live. There is a website,
Yeah, I'm about to drop
cdfcsummit.org.
it in the chat as well.
Yes, where you can register. If you want, you can become a sponsor. You can also download the agenda for this summit. There are some speakers already slated. We have Mr. Roland Huggins. We also have Dr. Stephen Boyce. He's the president of the Cyber Doctor, along with some other persons. So you can hop onto the website and browse and see if it's something that you will like to attend. There's also a section for those who want to travel, where two hotels will be giving, special packages for this summit. So you can go on and you can look at that as well. There will be a time frame in which to put in your booking. So take a look if you're interested and it catches your eye, it works in with your schedule for next year, or if you haven't planned anything as yet, you could put August 19 to 21st on your calendars and come and have a enlightening time at the CDFC summit.
And one of the things that's going to be unique at this summit, and this is geared towards professionals who are looking to, I would say, elevate and
Yeah,
upskill, and that will be the pre-summit training from the
correct.
10th to the 21st, right? The Caribbean Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Summit, the body is partnered with ISIS. eh, Um,
Yeah.
as these acronyms, boy. While I look up, so tell them a little bit more about some of the things that's going to be offered, Omar. While I look up, um, ISIS.
So basically, that training that Clifford is talking about is going to be around digital forensics. So you'll be able to master the techniques for investigation and the other methodologies, whether it is mobile based or computer based. For that part of the summit, it will be mainly geared to law enforcement and corporate security teams. But if you are interested, you can still put down your name and sign up. And someone from the team will reach out to you to get a better understanding. The key benefits for that training will be it's going to be hands-on. They're going to be expert keynote presentation. There's also going to be network opportunities. You will be able to test the latest technologies and see demonstration on it. Basically, from this summit, you want to build regional collaboration. I think what we all need to know is that there is a cost to this summit, to the training. Actually, we are working on putting that costing out, so look forward for it in 2026. What I can say is that it's going to cover a host of things. One of those things is the machine that you'll be using, the computer, the laptop. That will be a part of the course, along with some digital forensic software that you will be using. That also will come along with that computer. So there's some big things in store. We hope that you guys listening out there will, if you are interested or you know someone who is interested in digital forensics, you can spread the word to them. There also is going to be a pre workshop also dealing with AI. I don't want to say more about it at this time,
Yeah,
but
that's some.
once you go on to the website, you're going to see a pop-up come up where is gonna have exciting news, live online pre-summit workshop by Chain Analysis. And if you want, you can look up Chain Analysis and what they do. But as I said, there will be some AI components in this pre-summit workshops. So if you're interested, just go over to the CDFC Summit, sign up, and we will see you at the summit.
Yeah, I was actually here looking to find to see where I stored the flyers. There's some very interesting ones on it right now. Hopefully, next time we stream, I'm gonna put something together. Remember, this is the unpredictable, so this was very much unpredictable. This stream, so I'll find
Sure.
it next time for sure, and then I'll be able to have a little bit more information. But we've been posting it a lot on our social media actually. I'm sure if
Yes, we
you head
have
over
been.
to our Instagram page, Instagram forward slash the disabled people should be able to see and find some material there as it relates to the summit. That is enough. I promise you, that's the only promotion that we're gonna have for this episode. But no, we are always, because we're in the awareness space. We are always looking at things, events, and different opportunities where persons can excel, both professionals in the field and persons who are on the outside.
We can.
Yes, who can benefit um, from cybersecurity awareness. And say, let me put you on the spot, Omar. What I know you presented at the summit, the our summit, a few months back. But apart from that, apart from your presentations don't count. What, which presentation that struck out to you the most, or what was your favorite part of the summit?
uh, I'm gonna jump right to the last day when we had the panel discussion where we had a panel full of seasoned professionals, persons who only met that same morning. And I think that that was a cool interaction where we had persons from other islands as well joining in on that panel discussion, and to realize that the same thing we see here, they see over there in the space when it comes to cybersecurity, and to see that they are pushing the same the same things we are pushing on this end. So it was a very informative panel discussion. I would like to say more, but I would also like persons to view that video. I know Clifford and myself, we've been working on
Pushing it.
fine tunings
Yes.
and pushing it out. If you don't see it this year, you will see it early next year. But it was a eye opening discussion as well too, and that for sure was the highlight outside of my presentation.
I mean, to be honest, your presentation, and I think the podcast, one of the podcast episode, because we took these presentations and we put them in podcast form, and you can find out on our Spotify channel, Cyber People, of course. Um, Actually, I should head over there now and see what are some of the episodes that we have so far, because we have a number of them.
Mhm.
Uh yeah, so here we go. This was easy to find. So episode that would be your eight on the podcast. The psychology of cyber variability, understanding cognitive bias. That was an to me a very interesting and very powerful presentation where it shows human understanding and how certain things, how socially, it spoke about social engineering and
Social
how,
engineering, yeah.
yes, how certain things could affect how we how we why we get
How we
frustrated.
interact with,
Yeah.
yeah, correct.
So what I'm seeing here, it's not out yet, but the next episode to come, that would be episode, yeah, not the next one, because the next one will be part 2 of episode 10. And then what happened? The fireside chat was that was interesting as well. We had Neil Hines
Yeah, I
and
think it's fireside chat as well. But I'm not gonna steal your shine.
so I broke it down into, like, I think three. That's gonna be a three-parter because it's just so big.
Mhm.
Or at least I think it's no two-parter, 45, yeah, about 20 minutes. Yes, two parts. So after part 2 of episode 10, then episode 11 is gonna be the presentation on cyberbullying, and that should pop out either this week, if I'm not mistaken, or next week.
Wonderful. That
Yeah,
sounds good.
that that's good. So like, if you have everybody have Spotify account, drive home or drive to work, away, home from work. Maybe you're waiting while the family shopping, stuff like that. Give it a listen. It would very eye opening. All right, moving along. I see how much what else we can get pack into this little impromptu live stream. Let us speak about. Yeah, we're gonna circle things. We're gonna bring things a little bit more. We touched on the holiday shopping and stuff like that earlier, but we're gonna kind of focus zero in on it now, and we're gonna share cybersecurity awareness tips. Think for do's and don'ts for the season. I know usually our police force came out and police service and their tips to do and not to do, as you shop, that's in person. But then we want to focus on shopping online, especially websites that are shopping on eBay. It has its risk, but it's a little bit secure because you can have your then you get money back guarantee, stuff like that, full refund for scams and stuff like that. Amazon, while it's fairly secure to shop on, one or two scammers do slip through the cracks, but there are, of course, um, your money is insured, your purchase is done. But then we have a ton of other sites like AliExpress.
Mm-hmm.
So there's depending on where you are, there are other websites out there that they really try. Um, but I think more work needs to be done because you find a lot of scamming, and you have to be aware of these lookalike sites um that look and
Yeah.
feel like the real site, but then it's not. Like, especially you get things like a text message saying that, or you can click on Amazon. Eventually, you click on it, it's not Amazon, or it's not eBay, or it's not Temu, or it's not AliExpress, or it's not so
Yep.
much others website often put our credit card information up.
And I think that's something that we've been seeing a lot in 2025 when it comes to phishing. Is threat actors are basically, I don't want to say basically, threat actors are moving away from sending most phishing attempts to emails. And we are seeing a lot of these websites popping up all over, offering private equity fund websites and the things that persons like to see. And as you rightfully say, you go on the website and you sign up, not knowing that you're giving away, information to these places or to these criminals. So yeah, I agree with what Clifford is saying. You have to be vigilant. Everyone is looking for a deal. Everyone is looking for that holiday discount. But you have to make sure that the sites that you are
Visiting,
visiting, yeah,
shopping from and making purchases, they're
they are
legitimate,
legitimate.
or they are the
Yeah,
legitimate, the official site. Let's
yeah,
say that because sometimes it might look and like a site that is you know a popular site or an official or legitimate site, but it is the URL itself may not be um pointing to the legitimate or the official website for that brand or for that marketplace or whatever.
correct. So what we are saying is you might see pop-ups or ads come up even when you search for something on Google, and you might see it, labeled as a Google ad within the search results. Around this time, I will caution you to think twice before you click on those links because we know search engine optimization persons can have that search or a particular search high in the rankings, and it may seem legitimate to you because it's the first thing you see. I would just advise you to think twice before you click on those ads.
Yeah. So what I know we have been sending out a lot of Christmas themed posts on our Instagram or our LinkedIn page, um, especially giving some education, things to look out for. Uh, Example. Hopefully, he doesn't ask me for Leffy. He's not. Um,
Means that you are
embracing
practicing what you speak.
exactly. Um, it doesn't want to work. Oh well, you know what? Maybe I just is a ice. Yes, don't fall victim. Looking for the making sure the website is secure. You look, and that's the thing. A year or two ago, we could have said, well, look for a website, make sure you got the padlock and stuff like that. But cyber criminals have evolved. Well, have I guess you could use the term evolved over the years, especially with the introduction of AI, where you may have a website that is fraudulent but has all the trademarks or hallmark, as they will call it, as a legitimate website. It will have HTTPS. It may have um,
Correct
TLS,
spelling.
all these different things. Yes, but
Yeah,
the disguise is so subtle from the real thing that you really can't tell.
it
And
is
that's
so true.
yeah, that's something that I spoke about, even text messages and emails, about deals and telling you, "Oh, don't miss this limited time deal or this 1 hour
Mhm.
deal and stuff like that." Nah.
If it's too good to be true,
Um, this is another big one here. Um, and this post was relating to using business email for shopping during the holidays. You might be on your work computer and head over to wherever, and you're catching on the same deals, and you decide to sign up your with your work email or whichever website it is, and you didn't know that you're actually giving out information that you know that's a no because if actors work with you'd be surprised with the type of information that they work with. They just need something, a little sniff.
it could be a location. It could be your first name.
So they can see your email structure, your organization email structure based on that. Then that could be enough and get more. So
Yep. I
there
think this will tie back into the again my presentation from the last summit about the psychological factors that I don't
yeah,
want to say, use the word entice persons to click on links or to interact with these websites. Uh, I will say more because we're working on putting out that video and you will get a better understanding. But it's just subtle things that we do daily that our mind, that is we will use the term at the back of our mind. We just do it.
yeah,
And what we realize is that threat actors, they understand that and they are putting the traps out there subtle, and because of that muscle memory, we just do it. So yes, it may sound like a hard thing to do daily to be looking, but it protects you in the long run. And once you could make it a habit, yeah, you not going to say that they wouldn't get through to you, but let it be a hard fought battle of them trying to get to you.
Yeah, agree. Um, anything else around the holidays or anything? Because I want to shift gear and I want us to go into a little section again, dub news debrief, where we could just gonna browse the internet and what cybersecurity like stories there are for the week for last week, maybe what came out today, and if anything else you want to share relating
Uh,
to
we could we could jump right in. We can
so
jump right in.
I am here over at keepingcomputers.com, a very good source. It's when I was in when I first got into the field for doing my training and stuff. Beeping computer was, and I would recommend anyone to go. I would, recommend it to anyone to, go there to beepingcomputer.com. They provide deals, real deals, the legitimate softwares that you can use to protect yourself, things like password managers, VP, other other types of cybersecurity software. But it's also one of the number one. I would say it is probably the number one place to find creative news and tech news. So I'm there now, looking at some article. Ooh, this one came out this afternoon as a matter of fact, December 15th. Um, this one spoke about Pornhub um, being extorted after hackers stole premium members' activity data. So we're not gonna probably go. We're not gonna go into this story. We're just gonna read the headings and kind of just debrief based on things that what went wrong, what could have been done different, or what we think the follow would be based on these news. That's Pornhub after that everybody knows Pornhub. Shiny Hunt. Oh, so it was a follow. Third party, Omar. Third party.
Third party again.
Yes, it says here last week Pornhub disclosed that it was affected by a recent breach at analysis vendor uh Mixpanel. Mixpanel suffered a breach for 8th 2025 after an SMS phishing or smishing attack enabled threat actors to compromise its system. So I guess, and this is one of the cases um where you set your give your data for any subscription service. I want ported to third party providers.
Yeah, or share. Yeah,
Yes, to kind of
share that information.
so they may be using it for research purposes, able to better on you, and so that they could tailor maybe more ads or more content
More
that you
content
have
again.
and keep you as a subscriber or maybe to entice you to spend more. The thing is, your data, and this is something that from a cybersecurity perspective you have to understand. When you put something out there, no longer yours, that's why you that constantly on your behalf the request that your data. I'm not promoting
Mm.
anyone here or any organization, not, but these are some of the services that are there. And hey, I'm gonna tell you because if you need help, that's where you go. Um,
Yeah.
your data, you might give your data to one, don't read the data privacy agreement policy properly, then usually in the fine prints it talks about sharing data with other companies um, for research purposes or for better ads or for whatever improving the services and stuff like that. So this is a case where Pornhub was sharing the data with Mixpanel, Mixpanel, which is a third party. They suffered a breach, and as a result of that, Pornhub data got. I'm looking to see if it had any because the article is fairly new. Okay, it says here shiny hunters later confirmed to beeping computer that they were behind the extortion email, claiming that the data consists of 201,211,943 records of historic search, watch, and download activity for the platform premium members. I guess premium members could download videos. Sorry, that's all I got
Well,
from that. What's your thoughts? It goes on. It
I
explains.
think this shows that anyone could be infiltrated. You know, like it doesn't matter what industry it does. Like threat actors don't care. Wherever they can make a buck, they are going to go all out. And this is an example of, we normally talk about small businesses or medium-sized businesses, but this industry that they attack is a billion-dollar industry. So whether you're small or you're big, threat actors coming basically, and they're always going to use what they deem as the easiest way in or the most likely way in the user. You're not gonna. Yes, they might know who a system administrator be, or maybe someone on the management of a Pornhub website or whatever. But they're gonna always go after the user. You, the user. In fact, let me say you, the user. You're
Mhm.
always gonna go after the user.
You, the user.
Correct.
Well,
Yeah.
not for Beer, but for any website in general. Um,
Correct. So it goes back to what we said. Be vigilant. You see these ads pop up. This is a clear example of something like that. A SMS, a
SMS,
simple
yes,
text
automation,
message.
yeah.
You understand? Simple SMS. So it teaches us to be vigilant. They don't care. Big, small, medium. They just keep coming. So
Um, moving on to the next story. This one it has to do with the ongoing VPN use large platform focusing on users uploading content built around independent licensed music from major labels. It has at least 40 million registered, and it has 40 million. It says due to its open nature, the platform has been banned in China since
oh,
2014, 2022, and it registered in Venezuela, Kazakhstan, and countries. Because of this, users rely on a VPN or proxy solution by So that's a symbol of geographic content restriction and using a VPN to byte things. So now, sometimes there are legitimate reasons for using a VPN. Most of that has to do with
Yeah.
privacy concerns. Because, for example, when I'm out wherever I am, I connect to a VPN, turn it back to my home network where I have security applied before the internet at the edge before the internet, so that all my traffic is is routed through my home network through my security at an actual. If I'm
Actually,
using
this.
public
Yep.
Wi-Fi, if I'm on known Wi-Fi, in terms of I don't know what security layers between my device and the internet, but I have to use that Wi-Fi. Then that's where I could be at ease. My VPN that I know that my traffic from my device is encrypted and it exited through a known.
Yeah. You could scroll down. It's the article isn't opening for me, but there's one here with a title saying "Beware PayPal subscriptions abuse to send fake purchase emails." Yeah.
I think I received one of these.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I received one of these a little while. It says the text stating that a 1300 1600 was processed the amount by email and a phone number cancel payment. The text is portion appear bold and or in on tactile use tactics use um a payment. Yeah, let's see. Let's break. All right, so this is important. Let me just read a few lines from how the PayPal scam works, so that our listeners get a better idea of what to look for. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
says beeping computers was sent a copy of the email from someone who received it and found it strange that the scam originated the legitimate service at PayPal.com email. It says furthermore, the email header indicated that the emails are legitimate, pass DKIM and SPF email security checks, and originates directly from PayPal. And then it gives you the MX15 dot and the URL mail server as shown. However, the beeping computers attempted to replicate the scam by adding text other than a URL, customer service URL. PayPal would reject the change as only a URL code. Therefore, it appears the scammers are either exploiting a flaw in the PayPal's handling of subscription metadata or using a method such as API or a legacy platform not available in um, allowing invalid text to be stored in customers. So, um, if my advice for this one is, if you get a text message or email stating that PayPal is uh if PayPal is sending about payment requests, you could log if you have a PayPal account and you just log into your
So
PayPal
log in.
account and then
You know.
it should be somewhere in there. You don't have to click on a link. Uh so that is one way to look forward to So to get that. Any other article are you
Um,
this quick unpredicted session that is never quick? um, anything season
um,
related, like anything that related to the
I saw
holidays.
one earlier, but I think I don't know. Internet playing on my end. Is a little too in depth, I guess. The new Santa Stealer malware steal data from browsers and crypto wallets. That was posted December 15th. Yeah,
Came off.
and it's not opening for me. It
It's coming
is
from
from
where?
what I see. Yeah, from what I see, it is malware as a service, basically. Information stealer named Santa Stealer is being advertised on Telegram and hacking forums as operating in memory to avoid foul-based detection. Let me see. I don't know. It's not opening for me though. Let me send you a message, the link, and maybe you could get it open. Let me know if you.
Ah, as a service. Yes, on the whole topic of malware as a service, that puts dangerous tools in the hands of any and everybody.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't like them as a vendor, as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Things where like AI. AI does have its safeguard. Sometimes it does lapse, but in this situation, you could just pay for service and just enter, and it's like point and shoot. Just put in a URL, put in
Mm-hmm.
maybe even just put in a URL, put in the name of a company, anything like. And then I did demonstrate a little bit of phishing, maybe not in malware as a service, but one of the exercise. Remember, I did do demonstrations on how phishing emails are formulated and stuff like
Yeah.
that at the summit. So this malware now,
Correct.
instead of phishing emails, you're sending malware. So someone could you just need one person in the organization to click on this link and download and run whatever it is, and then the
Yep.
whole organization is affected, and a ransomware by someone that don't even know the code. It's
Correct.
that simple,
Correct.
and I'm not
I think
surprised.
is it. Yes, it has a price attached to this. From what I saw,
Yeah, I
but
see. I was now about to say, you could
yeah,
get a basic package subscription for 175 US a month,
yep, yep,
or you can get a premium for 300 US a month. And I would say it's not a lot of money. It's not money. It's not a lot of money that is out of the reach of threat actors, because they
yep,
would make this back. They would make back tenfold with one victim. Right.
correct.
So, and the thing is, and most of these malware as a service and ransomware as a service, or these different things, are one click, two click solutions. So all you gotta do is pay $175 or pay $300 a month, and then you send out thousands of scams, thousands of phishing emails, and once you get one or two victims, you to get one or two credit cards,
Mm-hmm.
it pay back for itself. It's a Cannabis is a legitimate business, but it is that's the thing. See, cybercrime is a business in it. So it is
Yep.
treated as a business, and it has functions and it has procedures and it has all these different things that hey, I don't know. It is sophisticated, I would say, because I can imagine the people that run in stand to steal. Authorities are trying, but by the time they do shut down these cyber criminals, it's too late for the consumer because they're already a victim.
Correct. And I think something to note here, to piggyback on what you said, one of the things that both packages offer is full support and requests.
Yeah.
So it shows you that you buy this program and you have support. You
Yeah.
understand? So it is very dangerous
Yeah.
because, as you could realize, like a one person might pay for it, but then there's someone on the back end or someone's on the back end assisting that initial person who bought the program. So that is how dangerous it is. In that anyone could decide, oh, let me try this out from $175 to hack an organization, and they have full support from other individuals. So it's eye opening. I
Um.
mean, there's things we know about, we hear about, but to actually see a ad like this running, you know.
I was looking at time payload crypto clipper. You know, I was looking to see if there was any AI involved. But surprisingly, yes,
Well, we never
it
know.
didn't. Exactly, it didn't mention.
Never know.
All right, so we're gonna switch gears up. Let's just be looking at. So that's just two of the things that happen in cybersecurity internet, because that affects everyone. There are other stories. There are other breaches. First, you can take a read. .com or there's other. Uh, Before we sign off for this episode of the radio show, before we share how you can connect with the cyber people, um, let's talk a little bit let's share a little bit insight on those who are looking at cybersecurity or those who are cyber of trans or are looking for next courses or certifications doing stuff like anything you want to share related to that?
I could say in the field already, no joining, never stop reading, never stop doing never stop practicing. Yes, at times it might be hard or your job may be strenuous, but the same way how we have bleeping computers, just open. A majority of these articles aren't long, like a 2-3 minute read. It keeps you abreast of what is happening in the field. You might not see it, but it may show up one of these days, and you'll be able to revert back to what you read in one of these blog posts of how it was detected and the steps persons took to overcome. Yes, it is hard. I'm not going to tell a lie, it is hard because you're always in front of your screen majority of the time. But once you can find a group of like-minded individuals who can help you, who push you along, you can support each other. Those are the things that got myself through through this journey, meeting Clifford, who is a tech head, I would say, me not having an IT background, but understanding that it is something that he has a strength in, and he's able to help me come up to a level where I can understand and do certain things within the field. It was hard at first, still is hard, but encouraging because you have persons that you can rely on. So keep reading, keep studying, find like-minded individuals, find a group of, I mean, there are a number of professional groups out there where you can join and you can have conversations with professionals in different fields or different domains within cybersecurity. So for me, that would be the main thing, networking, basically. And yes, I will say again, it may seem hard, but you can make it. You can make it. In terms of certification, I think I won't want to say jump into Security Plus right away, but you could take the Cisco course. What is the name again, Clifford? Intro to
Cybersecurity. And we
cybersecurity.
actually
Yeah,
do have um offered that course on the Cisco platform. Um,
yeah,
Net Academy, I think it is.
correct.
We do offer, if you go to the Net Academy and then you explore the blog, you could cybersecurity intro to cybersecurity, or even search for the cyber people. Able to we do have version that works with enroll with. We're able to provide some ship while you complete that
The
certification.
course.
So that is something I think
Yes.
we're gonna release one early next year, very early. So you could
Yeah.
get a link. I'll drop it in the comments and be able to there. So what about someone who just completed Security Plus and looking for their next move? Like, give me two path, two potential path, and maybe certifications that can go with them.
Someone who just completed Security Plus. I think something that one of our mentors preached to us a lot is building out labs. If you don't have the background, you need to have something to show your next employer that you are capable to operate within the field. So whether it be within a threat intelligence, if you're interested in threat intelligence, you can build out a lab that you run basic threat intelligence on yourself. See who out there is using your name and likeness or even something you have created. Another field, well, I'm a GRC person. That is mainly risk governance. You can create some policies for, say, your church. They have a Wi-Fi. It is free. The password is on the door as you walk through. You could write a policy to show them that, well, yes, you want everyone to be connected. There are do's and don'ts about that because you never know who is coming in. It could be a threat actor coming in. Use that Wi-Fi and pivot into your system somehow and take over without you knowing. So once you can show, well, you wrote or you develop three or four simple policies around data handling, around what else? Boy?
Security.
Acceptable use, network security. That shows that you have an idea of what you are doing, and you're eager to show, well, I can do this for a small to medium or large corporation. So I will go back to saying find like-minded persons. If you want, you could come together as a group of individuals if you study the same time, and you could push it. Awareness training, I would never tell persons not to do it. You have the qualification now. You know everyone is using the internet, whether it be from the phone to tablet to computer. You can build a simple awareness training uh, program. You could let it be you have a panel discussion within your church or a non-profit organization you're a part of, or a small business that you know the owner and you want to show them, well, you can be resilient. I think all of those are good ways to start. And lastly, share your ideas through blogs. Like, write it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but share your ideas because you never know who else on the World Wide Web thinking the same way as you and want to link up with someone and build out a bigger project. So don't stay stagnant. Keep going forward.
Okay. So, a little bit on the introduction to the cybersecurity from the Networking Academy Cisco. One, we have a segment there. We actually, there's two. There's a self-paced option that you can choose and you can study on your own if you're now looking into cybersecurity. I would say it's not even if you look to transition into the field, but if you're just tech, tech enthusiast and you want to be able to get a little better understanding of cybersecurity, I would say that you can take that course as well. Um, so we have um self-paced courses. These in the introduction to cybersecurity. One finished December 11th. So we had one that was running from September 15th to December 11th. We're going to start the next one's early next year, which is self-paced again. We're um gonna let you know probably in the next episode or when or as we get closer to the time that you could register. And we're thinking about a instructor led version of the course. We'll work out the details, but that's just me sharing a little bit of what to expect from this type of people in 2026. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to record a net. I mean, it's our first episode. Yeah, but I'm not sure if we're going to get an episode 2 this year, but for sure, early next year, we'll get them unpredictably, but constant. If regularly, I would say. But in terms of locking on a particular time and a particular day, that is still in the works. So you will get maybe one a week or maybe one every 2 weeks or whatever the case. Until we can lock down the time. So you can look forward to the cyber people radio show. There's some other stuff in the works that we're looking to do, like monthly Q&A session. That is something we also encourage here. If you're on the show, you could just drop your messages in the chat and be able to respond to them and interact that way. We are planning a number of other things for the details so we can share them with you. But we are hoping that 2026 is going to be a very active year for the cyber people. And most of all, that the audience, are able to do that in 2026. Um, you could follow us on social media via Instagram, thecyberpeople.com, Facebook, thecyberpeople.com, LinkedIn, cyberpeople.com. Of course, our YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you have not. we promise there's good stuff coming, and you're gonna want to know. So subscribe on notification. We're on Spotify as well. This Cyber People. We have episode, a monthly podcast called the Cyber Scene Podcast. That's where we sit down and we interview and we speak with industry leaders on a more formal setting. Whereas this TCP Radio Show is just Omar and I and whoever else pop in and just spend some time with you. Uh, Um, but more stuff is coming. I would you head over to our website as well if you want to get some information. This cyberpeople.com. Anything you want to leave with the folks before we wrap up this episode?
Oh yeah, again CDFC,
Yes.
the summit
Yes.
next year. After the summit this year, I'm gonna say you will thoroughly enjoy this summit next year. It will be, yes, for professionals, persons now coming in, breaking into cyber. All I'm going to say is go to the website, cfcsummit.org, interact with it. You will see everything that you need to know right now. Yes, in the coming weeks, there will be more updates, but you're going to see some speakers listed there. You're going to see what will be offered. You also going to see some of the sponsors for this summit. We have IASIS that Clifford talked about before. We have Chain Analysis. We have Cybervance, Magnet Forensic, Cariset Global. We also have Digital Res. But once you go on, you can see, and if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, that tool is available. You click on it and you can sign up. But for sure, along with what we have planned for 2026, the CDFC Summit, we'll be pushing it hard because it's all about regional collaboration, and we need to see more networks built and partnerships across the Caribbean cybersecurity community.
Lost my train of thought. I guess that's why this is unpredictable. Yeah. So, except I'm gonna see if we can get some of these some of the featured speakers, maybe some of these sponsors like that. So maybe spend a little time with us and give us a little insight into what they're planning and what they're what what they're thinking about for the summit. Kind of give you a better understanding and a better breakdown, and to also encourage you to say, where hey, maybe you heard something that you don't want to miss, and you get registered. So that's where we're gonna leave you tonight. It was a pleasure, and as always, stay safe. And as Omar would say, cybersecurity starts with cyber sense.
Correct. See you later, guys.
Hey, the cyber people are on the air for digital safety. We're showing you where cybersecurity starts with cyber sense is key. Join the conversation, come learn with me.